beers to bras, trans icon Dylan Mulvaney has been the subject of conversation as she continues to shut down the haters by living her best life. Dylan left the internet speechless when she stepped out in a ball gown and silenced her critics, singing "No One Is Alone" from Into the Woods in response to being attacked over becoming a Nike brand ambassador. After modelling their sports bras and leggings, trans folks were
Nobody cares.
I've been thinking about how I'm gonna end Dylan Mulvaney. I genuinely don't know. It's gonna be an extremely tough thing to do because his fan base is a huge amount of people that have a huge lack of common sense and really not a deep understanding of their common grounds that they stand on, neither their surroundings. So for people like this, the best way to silence them or to make sure that they spit real facts and not real lies is just simply ignore these type of people, which is what we should have done such a long time ago. When your 10-year-old child continuously says stupid stuff that make absolutely no fucking sense, what do? Well, you just ignore the child. Dylan Mulvaney is a 26-year-old grown man that acts like a 7-year-old me. And I wouldn't even be saying that because at least I actually never thought I was a woman. I never thought I was an actual girl. That is so weird and so pathetic and it makes no sense. I understand that there's probably a very deep traumatization going through Dylan Mulvaney's mind. I understand he's probably went through something kind of tragic in his life. And I'm sure he has. But so have I. And I'm only 15 years old, and I could probably say that I've went through more tragic stuff than this man could possibly ever conceive. But you know what I do? I don't shudder. I simply live my life as a man. There is this journalist called Megan Kelly. She was recently interviewed by Sky News Australia. In this interview, she kind of lists off the obvious, like everything that everybody should know. She pretty much says that transgender people are using that particular label to make human beings pity them and therefore put them in the same sports that a woman would be in. And that's kind of like how humans have been. We are creatures that naturally have empathy for the same type of creatures as us. Because we're not like the apes that everybody else would see jumping across the Amazon forest. We're human beings. We have a conscience. We have a strong amygdala. We think straight and proper. At least that's how we're meant to be, but then of course there is always the common exception. So in a nutshell, this woman pretty much brings up everything that we should know, but in a proper way, and she has a lot more attention than I have on any kind of social media platform, so she's, I'm gonna let her talk to it.
I started off being like, I understand, I have empathy for you, I will use your pronouns of choice, I'm not gonna say you're a woman, but you're a trans woman, and now I am realizing that all of those things are gateway drugs to the co-opting of female sports, and the word female, and the word woman, and breastfeeding, and childbearing, and menstruation, all the things that are under solidly the list of what is a woman.
I mean, everything this woman has said so far is completely utter true. This man named Dylan Mulvaney does not know any kind of bit of what it is to be a woman. He doesn't know nothing about womanhood. He doesn't know anything about how it's like to grow up as a 7-year-old, 4-year-old, to even be born or conceived as a female. To say that you are a woman trapped in a man's body is foolish. It makes no sense. And if you want to base it on any kind of religious text, it also doesn't make any sense. In Christianity, God makes you the way you are. You are meant to not be perfect, but you are meant to love yourself because you are God. You are God's creation. So to ever say that you simply are a woman trapped in a man's body is foolish. It's benign. It doesn't make any sense because it makes as much sense as me not having a goddamn pee-pee. I do. I'm a man. It just doesn't make any sense, right? Now, of course, there's vasectomies and stuff like that you can get where you just saw off your penis pretty much. It's a stupid thing to do, and it doesn't make any sense. Obviously, this person doesn't really care too much about their faith, because apparently this person's faith was Catholic, I'm pretty sure. Now, me personally, I was born Catholic, and my switch-ups on God have varied throughout the years. None of people actually carrying Dylan Mulvaney, and rest on this actually, because I swear to God, this is the genuine truth, are the same type of people that say that they're a she, shem, them, chen, wait, blah, blah, blah. So where do I see this going for Dylan Mulvaney? Like I said in the beginning, I was anticipating this to be an easy fight in the beginning, I thought that Dylan Mulvaney would be shutting down immediately, but it seems like his audience is simply the big carrier of him. Or call themselves a fucking shark, and then force people around them to call them a shark, or they'll never talk to them again. Which is like, okay, then don't ever talk to them again. Just don't, because nobody wants to talk to somebody like that. No one wants to ever be friends with somebody like that. At least not a logical person with some kind of sort of reason in them. This person, Dylan Mulvaney, wants to be a woman so bad, it's hilarious, because at the end of the day, this person claims that they can masturbate like a woman. This person claims that, they need a tampon, of course, but make any sense. You gotta get bottom surgery. Now, Dylan Mulvaney, I want you to look at this. This is the real world. Look at what you're doing to yourself. Genuinely look at it. What are you getting? What are you getting from doing this? You're ruining your psychology. You're ruining the person that you were bound to be from the very beginning, and you're ruining any chance of once again rebounding. You are a complete freak. And that's the genuine truth. You have yourself organized a complete and utter design on your body that has changed your body to the most formidably ugliest thing there is. You know what that is, Dylan Mulvaney? Pure and utter sadness mixed in with some goddamn discussion. Because yes, Dylan Mulvaney is a man, but when you look at Dylan Mulvaney, you don't even see a man or a woman, you see a creature. Because Dylan Mulvaney is like a hybrid. Dylan Mulvaney has made himself into a hybrid. This man that people once consumed as comedian or a big time funny gay guy is now a guy that claims that he can claim menstruation or use tampons and has gotten their breasts done and is about to get their pee-pee removed and replaced with a vagina that doesn't work and is really only for show. If there's anything that I'm absolutely positive about when it comes to Dylan Mulvaney, it is that he is a very sad man deep down, a little bit away from all of that surgery that he's gotten. Because at the end of the day, you could be as happy as you want with how you look right now and how you are right now, but you are never going to actually be able to fulfill that destiny that was once instilled within you, and I genuinely do believe in that. I do genuinely believe in that. This is why getting any kind of thing that is biologically related to you removed, whether it came down to, Michael Jackson removing his nose, literally, and getting a new fucking nose just because his dad down talked him, or rather it's straight up getting your breast removed and slapped into a case to be sent away to California. Whether it's those two or any other thing, the bottom line is that all of those stuff will never fulfill who you are.
This is number one bullshit.